Hello, hello. This is Rain with the Chaos Connections podcast. This week's episode is something that may be a little taboo. What
Definitely.
is it that you miss pre-parenting before the kids came and fucked everything up? On the flip side, we do still want stories of how they've made our lives better. Um, but let's be real, we would have more money and for tattoos and vacations had we not had these heathens. But now we're going to go into our intros and we will be back in just a few minutes after you listen to some interesting accents.
Well, hello, darling. Welcome to the Chaos Connections podcast, brought to you by MOC Media and the Moms of Chaos, Harley, Rain, and Raven, creating space for you to learn, thrive, and connect. Y'all have a grand old time. Bye.
Hey, howdy, hey, y'all. This podcast is hosted by people with tattoos and piercings and colorful language, no filters, and we are fiercely protective of the vulnerable among us. Bless their hearts. Make sure you actually want to be here, or you can FAFO, which, pardon my French, means fuck around and find out, bitches. It's of course your choice, darling. Thanks. Amen. All right, here's the intro.
Take me to church.
All right. So when I had Witchkin 2, I was 23. So strangely enough, most of the crazy shit that you do when you're in your early 20s, you normally, do when you're 21. I had maybe 6 months of being that type of 21-year-old. And I'm
Oh,
just like,
dude.
nope, I'm good. Um, I've never been, I would rather go to a house party than go to a bar. That's just me personally. But I do miss, one of the things I did miss was being able to sleep comfortably. And you would think now that she's grown and is not going to come and invade my room or take over my bed that I'd be able to do that. No, I have fucking dogs that sleep with me, and hell no, I'm not sleeping naked. That's fuck that. No,
No,
nope. I get pushed off the fucking bed.
I've shared a bed with Rain and the dogs. It's a little bit of a Tetris
Sounds like an
game.
epic shit show.
It is very much a Tetris game. And what's great is when they try to push me off the bed because they're trying to cuddle closer, and I end up sleeping across the bed and the pillows, right parallel with the freaking headboard. And I have a dog, and I have dogs on either side of me still.
Hex will Hex used to take the place of my barrier pillow. And so I would be laying on my side, on my left side, on the edge of the bed, how I normally sleep. And normally I have a body pillow against my back. When I'm sleeping at Rain's house, Hex, the OG, takes it upon himself to become the body pillow, and he will stretch himself out against my back. And I don't know how we came to this symbiotic relationship, but it works out fucking great for me. And because he sleeps with his back to mine, I don't have to worry about the hot dog breath either. The most concerning part is when my feet get a little extra hot because he's had one too many bites of the good old dog food. I can't even think of a dog food brand right now. Whatever. Anyway.
Pedigree.
Yeah. when he's had
No.
some of the good stuff.
No, the one when you would normally get hot is when Corvus was laying on your feet.
Ugh.
So, but no, that's one of the things I miss is like being comfortable. And then we were all young. We all went through our hoe phase.
Hell yeah.
Having your, I'm single. Fuck, booty call. Not have to worry about, you have to be quiet. I have to be quiet. No,
Make sure the door's locked.
And
Do
it depends
you-
on what type of roommate you have on, Yeah.
So I was very young when I had Gremlin 1. We've established this pretty much damn near every episode. So if you still haven't caught on to the fact that I was under the age of 18 when I had Gremlin 1, let me tell you right now, I was under the age of 18 when I had my first child. Okay? Okay. All right. Do you know what I miss? I miss having my
Sleeping.
slamming body. I miss having no stretch marks on the
bro.
tummy. I miss I miss my Coke bottle figure without the stretch marks. You understand? You understand?
That and
Dude, I am still trying to lose the baby weight.
yeah. Oh, how old's your baby? Oh, they're 16. Oh, 16 months is such a magical age. It is, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No,
No,
dude,
change
I
that.
miss not having the baby apron. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, even when I was not trim and fit, I was still fairly thin and I still had a little bit of a pooch there, which turns out, FYI, ladies and gentlemen, is your uterus. It's not
Mhm.
fat you can get rid of. It's your uterus. It's an organ. So just roll with it. It's okay.
So
But I miss not having the baby apron there.
I am
I miss it.
quite determined that for my 40th birthday, I am gifting myself a mommy makeover. I am getting the boobs lifted
one.
and reduced, and
Yes.
the nipples are gonna point north, and I'm gonna, and my stomach's gonna be flat.
Okay, I really don't need both of y'all being fucking fucking
Perky?
Austin Powers.
Oh no, see,
Them bots.
if I get a boob job and like a lift job, they're gonna have to move my nipples, which means that they're gonna have to cut through the nerves, so maybe they won't be quite as powerful as they usually are. That's my hope anyway. But yes, take some of this excess that I got down here and inject it into little bags and put those in here and make everything perky
You know
and
what?
happy.
So
I wouldn't.
yeah,
I
so
wouldn't
what
even.
she was
I don't even care about the liposuction.
You don't need
I don't care about the liposuction. You know what? Keep the liposuction. Save me that 10 grand. Cut off my fucking stomach and make my boobs not look like deflated windsocks. Thank you.
You know, I was kind of mean to my mom when I was younger, as I'm sure most of us were. My mom had 7 children, and she breastfed most of them. And so I used to tease her, and I would say, "Hey, Mom, what does an old woman have between her boobs that a young woman doesn't?" And my poor, sweet, innocent mother, I don't know what, her belly button. And then I'd have to run so I would not get hit. But God, that was so mean. And now I'm like living that.
Yeah. Isn't karma a bitch?
Fuck that bitch, man. I don't like her. She can go straight
You
to
know
hell.
what? Okay.
Okay, so
I feel like I need to correct myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not actually have deflated windsock titties. I just call them that. All right.
No, she just has like ginormous boobs.
They are voluminous. I would like to, and for the love of God, the first time Witchkin 2 heard me say I wanted a boob job, she almost had a heart attack, and I had to like get the smelling salt because she thought that I was gonna go
Oh my God.
bigger, and I was like, no, a boob job does not
Jesus
mean
H.
bigger. A boob job just means they're gonna work on them. I want them reduced, and I want them lifted to pre-baby. I'm showing the camera,
Right?
because the camera can't show you. But I want
Strap some pulleys to these babies and hoist them.
I want
the fucking colors, man.
I want the pre-baby boom.
Just
Yeah,
just
no.
put 'em-
So
and
Witchkin
put them
2,
like in the middle where a bra says they should be. That would be great.
Witchkin 2. Oh my God, we were driving, and I swear to God, she took over that conversation so fast, and it was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
Oh,
It was just like, uh.
she,
Like,
she
it was so funny.
she damn near shit a fucking kitten. She was like, "Boo!
Oh
What?
yeah.
You're gonna have a boob? What? What are you?" I was like, "Okay, first of all, Hakuna, you're fucking taught us, bitch. I'm not trying to get them bigger. All right."
Nobody wants that, especially the one that has to carry the weight of them.
Yeah. No. I
Fucking
already
back
look like
problems,
the
man.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Exactly.
I don't.
So
Listeners, please understand that I am super exaggerative. I exaggerate. Come on.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like
Drama?
to introduce you to Harley.
known as drama.
Yes, she exaggerates a lot. So don't take anything she says at face value, except when she's being like super sentimental or like apologetic, because that's real. But most of the time, yeah.
Especially when it's self-deprecating, it's definitely exaggerated.
Like, dude.
Witchkin 1 just got here, so one moment.
Yeah, I miss my pre-baby body.
I do.
I miss my pre-baby feet and my pre-baby eyes.
What's changed your eyes?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So for the uninitiated, God bless your tender-hearted little souls. Pregnancy is a bitch on the body. It changes your neural pathways. It can change the shape of your nose. It can change the shape and size of your feet. It can change the shape and size of the lens in your eye. Yeah. So you could not have an astigmatism and then get one from pregnancy. And then you could also go your entire life with stick straight hair and have it change into white trash on the beach waves from pregnancy. So that's fun. I want those things Uno reversed.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting indeed. That maybe you know what? That's why my hair looks funky AF for the people who decide to join us on Patreon. It's pregnancy. It's post baby hair.
Pregnancy is brutal. Okay, so
it is. It's
everybody. Witchkin 1 wants to say hi.
Witchkin 1.
So I'm handing my mic off to her for a second.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
Witchkin
girl.
1.
Hey.
Hi.
Why do you always sound like someone's gonna rob your cradle when you get on here?
What do you mean?
You're like so timid and trepidatious.
What?
Like you're afraid we're gonna eat you for lunch or something.
I am.
You always get on.
But
You're like, hello.
I can't eat you for lunch. You're not a protein bar.
Hi, Boo Bear.
I'll just frantically wave. I just got off work. I look
like
rough.
You just got off work?
Yeah.
No, it's okay.
My hair's halfway up. My makeup's running down.
I'm surprised I still have any on.
Yeah.
I
was outside
look like
all day,
I need to go to bed, so it's all good. This isn't a video podcast. We're good.
Oh, it's not a video? So I just
No.
Oh,
So
I
you
just
called
came up in
yourself
here
out
and
for
like
our
waved for no
listeners.
reason.
But you were saying hi.
which is cool because we do that all the time.
Oh, it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
I was just shaking my boobs at the camera
Just
just for Rain and Raven.
Oh my god! Oh! Sorry. No, you're not. Hey, I'm 19 now. I
For
can
those, because she did not articulate it, that was because Raven did the mumba jumba jiggle juggle at Witchkin 1.
If Rain did it, it'd probably be weird. But you two, I'm allowed to.
What'd
Yeah.
she say, Rain?
She said that you did it. It's okay, but if she did it to me, it'd be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see my mom do that.
We're
She
talking.
has, and it's weird.
Yeah. Well, we're talking about
Oh, I want
pre-child life versus after child life.
my pre-baby sense of smell. Because 19 years later, I still have fucking pregnant nose, and I can smell everything, and it's annoying as shit.
You
I
know
don't want
what?
it. I want it gone.
You mentioned the nose. I did notice that while I was pregnant, I've noticed it on a couple of my friends, and they were pregnant as well, that the ends of their nose would get wider.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's actually
for
just getting older.
No.
Sometimes, not always.
Not always. No. Because I noticed it on myself when I was pregnant. My nose actually got wider, and then luckily
Yeah.
my nose returned to its pre-pregnancy state. But I had a friend that she got pregnant. She got pregnant pretty close to back. And towards the end of both
that's
her
brutal.
pregnancies, her nose got wider, and then after she gave birth, postpartum, it would slim back down. But yeah, that's what I miss. I know that's so vain to miss my pre-pregnancy body, but
it's okay to be vain.
It's not a problem to be vain. As humans, we do see things. We make it. We make a decision whether we want to admit it or not based on how something looks. If it's something that we don't see first, then we base it off of how something smells or what have you. But
we're humans are very good at cataloging and labeling things, and a lot of times that's based on sight.
It's based on sight. It's based on a certain never judge a book by its cover. Is we do look at things and we have a precognizant opinion already formed. But
that's
just to remind us that we should look a little bit deeper than that initial opinion.
Because
I know
we've
that
all dated somebody who wasn't that great, but they made us fucking laugh like nobody's business, and that's what fucking did it. I just happened to luck out and get that and someone who looked good.
I dated one guy who didn't check any of the boxes because I thought that was the type of guy that I should be with, and he turned out to be a bigger douchebag than all the rest of them. Didn't have a kid with that one.
Oh, good.
Okay. God, it makes it sound like it makes it sound like you have like a gazillion kids.
50 bajillion children? No.
It feels like that sometimes.
But
the thundering of feet. The pitter-patter of little feet in huge combat boots.
So I have over time and over the years, the co-parenting relationship that I have with Gremlin 1 has vastly improved. It greatly deteriorated when he and I broke up. Like, supreme deterioration. And just pettiness back and forth. It got really bad, but it has gotten better. It just infinitely
It's gotten
better.
better in their old age.
Okay. It's we've both, well, I had kids with guys that were way, way, way too old for me, but that's besides the point. We've mellowed out.
That's
We're
another
better.
episode.
That's a
We can
chaos
actually
controversy
co-parent.
episode.
Probably.
We can co-parent now. But my daughter's father,
Okay, let's be real what he is. He
Mom,
is a sperm donor. He is not her father. That is Joker.
Mama always said, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. So I'm not gonna say nothing at all, and that should say it all. All right, moving along. So
Yeah, that doesn't
yeah,
stop you ever.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't. That guy is a fucking douchebag. He's the biggest scum on the face of the fucking earth. And I hope he fucking hears this podcast and knows that I'm talking about him. And then when he calls me up, he goes, "You talking about me? Don't you think the song is about you?" That's what I'm gonna say.
You're so vain.
Yep. Anyway, but
So-
you know what? Besides, honestly, besides the pre-baby body, like, my kids have done so much for me just by being here. Like Gremlin 1.
Don't tell my
Okay.
kids that I agree with that.
Gr-
I have a reputation to uphold.
Gremlin 1, I was a teenager when I had him. But if I had not gotten pregnant and made the decision to parent my child and step up and do what I felt was the right thing in my situation, I don't think I would have graduated high school. And that's me being completely honest with you. I had no drive to do or be anything more than just the fun Harley. And then when I had Gremlin 3, it was a very tumultuous time in my life. Like, it was, to be completely honest with you, that's a story time that I don't even know if we'll make it to Patreon, just because going into the
It's
depths
so
of
much.
it's a lot. It was, when people say they have rough seasons in life, that was, even talking to my therapist, she was surprised at how much I dealt with in such a short period of time. So when I had Gremlin 3, she was my silver lining in the midst of
A shitstorm.
biggest shitstorm that anybody could possibly handle at that point. And so, it was both of my kids have brought more to my life than they have ever taken away. And so I joke about wanting to have my pre-baby body back. But at the end of the day, if that's the biggest price I had to pay for what ultimately turned out to be two of the biggest blessings in my life, because now me and Joker have 4 kids together. If I have to pay by having Freddy Krueger's masterpiece as my stomach, then I'll pay that price tenfold. I mean,
Damn it, dude. You're not supposed to get like all mushy and make us want to cry.
I'm not trying to make
That
y'all
doesn't-
cry.
But no, it's Witchkin 2, and this is kind of a thing that I may or may not get into either in a later episode or on Patreon. But it wasn't the worst time in my life, but at the same time it wasn't the greatest. But Witchkin 2 and realizing how what's around her affected her, the environment, things along those lines, is what
Yeah.
made me get out of my own way and realize I needed to be better and stronger to give her that example.
Yeah.
Not to say I didn't fuck up, because getting out of a relationship, regardless of if it's amicable or toxic or hostile
It's
or
always
whatever,
hard.
you're always going to go through an adjustment period. And unfortunately, adjustment periods normally mean you're going to fuck up in multiple ways, because change is not always easy.
No, humans hate having change forced upon them.
Even when you're taking the
It's easy
steps.
for us. Yeah, it's easy for us to change, but when change is forced upon us, we rebel, and there's some neurological reasons for that. But hopefully, you joined us last week for our parenting fuck ups episode, so that you can at least have something to laugh about with us, and
Right.
maybe co-commiserate in.
So, but
Absolutely.
another thing,
And
so
in this
I'm a
episode,
step parent.
Yeah.
So I'm a step parent, or bonus parent, however you want to look at it. Witchkin 1, as far as I'm concerned, is my kid. I may not be her mother, but Witchkin 1 is my kid. Don't fuck with my kids. That's all there is to it. She drives me up the wall. But that kid, and I say kid loosely because she is 19 now, but she's will forever be a kid to me. But that kid has taught me things, has taught me a different way of looking at things, and a different way of being able to connect with Witchkin 2 that I did not realize I was missing, because I was able to connect with her in that way also. And yeah, I came into her life when she was 12 years old. But that's kids teach you more than you realize they teach you. And they teach you this stuff whether it's you teaching them and you seeing things through the innocent eyes first time, because they have no fucking clue what life is about. We have X amount of years on them. So something that we think is, oh my God, so simple, is not. It's brand new. And
Like Apprentice One discovering a busy signal.
dude, you just made me feel fucking old, you asshole. Oh my God. It's okay.
Yeah, this
I
only happened a couple years ago.
Oh God, that's fucking hilarious.
I know. I was like, oh my God. Oh, you've never heard that before. You don't know what that means. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I had to pull the car over.
Oh my God, that's holy crap.
You know what? You know what else my kids bring me? That's fucking awesome. While I was giving my heartfelt, sentimental, what I would pay to have my kids over and over again, Gremlin 1 dropped in to give me an M&M McFlurry because McDonald's ice cream machine was working for the first time this century.
I
Oh.
want an Oreo McFlurry now. Damn it.
Yeah, I get the times when Apprentice One will walk by me and give me a kiss on the forehead, because of course he's taller than me now. But it's just like, oh, what'd I do? And he's like, nothing. And I'm like, oh, Bitch.
Yeah. No, it's so
Yes, sir.
Witchkin 2 is just she's not super huggy or cuddly or anything else anymore, but she wants to be where we are when she's
I want to be where the people
I
are.
don't like people that much. Um, but like she'll be like, "Okay, well, I want to watch this movie." And when she's in her sentimental movie phase, I'm sitting there going, "Oh God, that means I have to listen to Rockadoodle, and I have to listen to Watch Rabbit, and then there's some other crap that I haven't even watched yet because I have no desire to see these shows or movies or whatever. I watched plenty of stuff I didn't want to see when she was little because I wanted that time with her, and I normally fell asleep
hmm
during some of that crap because it was boring.
Oh,
But
man. Naps with Apprentice 2 were the best, and I miss them.
So
no, I snuggle my dogs
They
now.
Gremlin, so Gremlin 3, um, kids kids take a lot out of you. Okay? Kids take a lot out of you, but in their own unique individual ways, they give it back. So
hmm
Gremlin 3, um sometimes if I'm in my room and she's just having a rough day, she'll just want to come and sit in the room with me. She doesn't want to talk. We're not even watching TV. I'm usually playing on my phone, playing my game, or scrolling Facebook, or doing something. And she's on her phone, playing her game, doing whatever she's doing. She just wants to be in my company. And then there are other times that she'll give me cuddles, and that shit, I'm not a touchy-feely person.
She really isn't.
There are very, very few people that I will be touchy-feely with. Okay? Gremlin 3, she's been my snuggle bug from day one. And she will still exercise her right to be a snuggle bug with her mom. And you know what? Honestly,
hmm
some days I'll it's summertime, so I'll go wake her up in the morning sometimes. I'll go in a room and I'll be like, "Hey baby." She's, scoot over, I want to cuddle. And she'll scoot over a little bit to give me a little bit of room so that I can lay down, and she'll kind of just like snuggle back against me. We'll spoon. It's it's it just warms your heart. And your kids, yeah, they take,
They do.
but give your child room to express themselves, and they will
Yeah,
find
let
a
them show
way.
you who they are.
Yeah, and they will find a way to give back to you. Whether
So
that
It's
is, if they're artistic, whether that's taking the time to do something artistic for you that's just for you, or you know giving you cuddles when they think that you've had a bad day, or just coming and venting to you because they've had a bad day. Do you know how it, refreshing it is to know that you have built this open line of communication with your kids, that they feel comfortable coming to you and griping and fussing about having a shitty day at school? Yeah, babe. Yeah, no, I can't believe that kid said that. What? That's crazy, man. If I would have there, I would have told him FAFO.
yeah. Exactly. And like one of the reasons that I've cultivated that with my kids is because I didn't really have that. And I distinctly remember a time in my 20s feeling like my parents didn't really know who I was. They didn't know me. They didn't know the adult me. And I wasn't sure that they wanted to take the time to get to know the adult me. And that's changed over the years, right? So has our parent-child relationship.
Yeah. Well, hopefully that does change,
But I want to make sure,
because as we get older,
right?
it should change slightly. Like mine
Yes,
has changed with my mom too.
a lot. But I remember being frustrated that my parents didn't know who I was. And I want to make damn sure that my kids don't feel that way. Now, I'm going to fuck up in other ways, okay? Let's just be real. But you want to hear something funny? As Harley was talking, I got this flash. One of the things that I missed the most before I had kids was what a good parent I was. Because before you actually have these little shits and are responsible for them, you are the best parent. You know everything. You know all the techniques. You know how you're going to tackle this and that. And you're awesome. And then you have these little shits and they throw that manual out the fucking window as it's on fire.
What do you mean you're
Yeah, I
giving your
don't-
kids McDonald's for the third time this week? Man, if I
Oh
were
my
a
God,
mom,
you feed your
I'd
children
have
like chicken nuggets?
I was the
That's like
best
so
freaking
processed.
friend aunt that was ever. Because I had a friend.
I'm not going to feed my children any of that crap, and I'm going to be the best, most touchy-feely parent ever until you realize that you're going to get touched out all over the place. Sorry, Rain.
So I was the best friend that kind of is aunt ever. A friend of mine in high school had her son. What's funny is it's the same name as Gremlin 1, but kids feel energy, and that is something that everybody can say, because they're just so susceptible to what's going on around them. Well, things at that house were kind of stressful. So this kid, he was like six months old, and he was so fussy for his mom and grandma and everybody. I'd go over on a regular basis because I was just kind of like the house we hung out at, because her mom didn't give a shit about what she did. So, of course, we would go over there because that makes sense, right? That's where you go. I'd go up to the door and she'd open it and it'd be like, "Here, baby." I'd get him to sleep. I'm like, "Hey, can I get a 7 and 7?" I'm fucking 16 or 17 years old and I'm sitting there going, and I'm handling this kid better than his mom was, but I'm still doing stupid teenager shit. But I was able to calm him down every freaking time he got upset when it was no reason. Air quotes.
Well, one of the things that was really hard to learn as a parent was that the reason my children are assholes for me, but angels for other people, is because they feel safe enough with me to let out who they really are. And with other people, they're angels because they're on their guard, because they don't feel safe with them, which is awesome and shitty. You know, it's awesome that my kids feel safe with me, but it's so fucking shitty that I always have to see this shit and I don't often get to see the angel. But the older they
My
get,
kid's always an
like
asshole.
the more I get to see of who they are, and they are such good people. And I get to watch them caring about other people, and I get to watch them fighting for other people. And I'm just, wow.
I did something right.
Did I? Am I a good parent? Am I a good mom? Really? Because you never feel
No.
like you are.
And if you think,
if you do feel like you are all the time, then you're an
if you do
asshole.
feel like you are all the time, then ask for somebody's honest opinion and not get pissed off when you're told that you're not. And it's not because we want you to sit there and like think that you're fucking up, but any parent who doesn't have those moments of, fuck, am I doing this right? Should we be having this kind of conversation? Is it too soon for this? Am I pushing too hard for this? Am I doing this some way, shape, or form that you feel you're fucking up? You're human.
See,
You're
and
going to fuck up. But the thing of it is,
that's why I miss. No, go ahead. Sorry.
you may feel like you are fucking up left, right, and center. But do you show up and do you try your best?
That's why I miss the parent I was before I had kids, because I was full of confidence instead of self-doubt. I
Yeah.
was full of action instead of crap, what's the best thing to do? And you can never imagine scenarios that you're actually going to have to deal with. Like, one of the silliest ones was, look, Apprentice One, I don't think you and Hulk are going to be friends. It's just not going to happen, so you can stop fighting with him. And, all the way up to hugging your kids and trying to comfort them when they have a breakup. And there's nothing you can do to fix it.
Yeah.
I kind of miss that innocent pre-parent phase of, I'm going to be the best mom ever.
Yeah. So how
you know what?
I have felt
I'm
with
gonna,
my kids. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I can't even say that I missed that because until I got pregnant with Gremlin 1, kids were not on the menu.
Yeah, no, I never thought I'd have kids. And never something that I really aspired to do. So I totally get why you're saying that.
Am I the only one out of us that actually
And
I wanted to be a mom? That's one thing I knew that I wanted to be when I got older.
I think
Maybe.
I meant the three of us because that's what it sounds like. But I'm also the one
Yeah.
out of us that you put me in, a situation where I could be a stay-at-home girlfriend and mom. Sign me the fuck up.
Oh, sign me the fuck up. I will be a kept woman. I will be happy. You will have meals on the table at 6:00.
Not me. Not me.
No,
You'll
you
come
were
home
not
at
built
6
that way.
o'clock. I'll have a takeout menu on the counter for you, and I'm going to be getting my nails done. Bye.
Good luck with
No.
those kids.
Yeah. No. My So Gremlin 3, talking about seeing your kids and seeing them be awesome people. Gremlin 3 takes on an almost maternal role for Gremlin 4. Like, when he is with us on the weekends, she will wake up with him and she will get him a bowl of cereal so that he is fed, and she'll try to turn on a movie or a TV show for him so that me and Joker can sleep a little bit longer. Like, warms the cockles of my heart. I feel like I don't talk enough about Gremlin 2 on here, but Gremlin 2 is kind of a rock chick doing her own thing right now, so that's why I don't really talk about her that much. But she did get into a fight with
We'll get around to her when it matters.
She did
get into a fight with a kid at daycare about who was going to rule the world when they got older. And the other kid said that Gremlin 2 couldn't rule the world because she was too mean. So Gremlin 2 punched her in the chest.
sounds like
I'll show
Gremlin 2.
you.
But then again, look at what Witchkin 2 did when she was 9 months or like 18 months old, and a little boy at daycare took her blankets.
Yeah.
She took them back and shoved him down and laughed at him. And he cried.
Yep.
Dude, anytime anybody at daycare tried to take Apprentice Two's Lovey, so that child very rarely sticks up for themselves. They will immediately jump in to stick up for somebody else. And I love that about them, but it makes me sad that they have a hard time sticking up for themselves. But yeah, you threaten their Lovey or one of their stuffies, and God help you. There will be the wrath of a tiny little minion. Holy shit.
So for anybody who doesn't have a tribe yet, and you're trying to teach your kids how to play nice and how you should be cognizant of how you treat others. What I did with Witchkin 2 was she wasn't allowed to be mean to her stuffies. You don't want someone to hit you. Why are you going to hit, Captain Bunny Pants? Yes, she has a stuffed rabbit that is named Captain Bunny Pants.
Oh my God, I'm gonna have to call her that from now on.
She names every single one of her stuffed animals, and though y'all have no idea out there in the streaming listening world, the Harley and the Raven know the insanity that is that child's freaking stuffy collection.
Yeah, and I may or may not add to it on occasion. Look, I'm sorry. Whenever I'm out and I see something that just reminds me of one of the kids, I'm like, oh well, I have to get it.
I
What do you
add
think
to
she's
it
gonna
every
spend
time
her?
I'm in town.
No, the worst time that you added to it was when we had to do that big shopping trip when you came up because things were going crazy. That we'll get into it a different thing because I don't want to get into that one right now. And you bought a
I may or may
fucking
not have.
$50 goddamn Squishmallow.
Oh, that's all it was?
That's not all she bought,
I
but
may
that's
or may
the
not.
big thing that's the
Oh
first
yeah,
thing
I
that
know.
was purchased or agreed upon to be
Well,
purchased.
she called
Nana.
Witchkin 2 called Rain first.
I swallowed half a Pokemon.
And then Witchkin 2 called Nana, Rain's mom. And Rain and Nana may or may not have both told Harley no, not to buy it. And I told Witchkin 2 to put it in the cart.
She did. She very much did.
Look, I may or may not have stickers currently in a shopping cart waiting for purchase for all the kids.
Yep. It's okay. I see stuff. I see stuff, and when I have the extra, I see stuff for the kids, and we're just gonna say the kids because I'm talking about all of them. It's
the kids.
Like I'll see something and I'll be like, I need to remember to come back and get that for Apprentice too. Ooh, I think Gremlin 1 still likes us. I need to check. Like I have all this stuff cataloged in my head.
Yeah.
Now if, things ever line up when I'm seeing this stuff and when I have extra money is completely different.
Ooh, that's another thing I miss is not having to hold so much shit in my head.
We now have a phone though.
Birthdays and likes and dislikes and appointments and teachers and medications and oh my God, I miss not having to clutter up my head with all that stuff, and I could instead clutter it up with song lyrics and movie quotes.
Fucking parent-teacher conferences.
Oh my God, the worst.
I haven't really had a whole lot of those.
Sorry,
Middle
teachers,
school, they were the
but
worst.
I don't want to fucking meet y'all.
Elementary was okay because they usually only had one teacher. But middle school and high school, they've got 8 teachers, and they don't really get to know the kids, and the kids don't really get to know the teachers. And so, fuck, can't you just email me? Please just email me. Please just email me. Don't make me have to go to the fucking school, especially after a work day and a 45-minute commute.
I believe my child is a bit diamond in the rough because her teachers know who she is and has, a a special place for Witchkin too, unless she doesn't like that teacher. And even then, the teachers know who she is and they like her. And I'm sitting there going, if you knew the amount of shit this kid talked about you, dude, and I sometimes help her because I've met you.
Yeah. I know the homework you send home. I know the policies that you have. I don't like you. I will respect your role, but I don't like
that's
you.
That's how that plays out. But no,
Fuck you very much.
There was a teacher that Witchkin 2 had in middle school, and it was prior to meeting Raven. So it was at the previous school. And oh my God, Witchkin 2 was so pissed off when she had to change schools because she was going to end up having her favorite English teacher twice her 8th grade year. And it didn't. And she was just like, yeah, no, I don't want to go. Looks good.
Yeah, I miss not having to worry about
Okay,
somebody
so
else.
I apologize, and we may have to edit this in post. Witchkin 1 is going.
Hashtag edit that in
Your
post.
hair's in a towel. Can y'all see the outfit?
Okay, I can see the top.
Yeah.
Is that a skirt?
It's a skirt, so it's super short.
Okay. Where are we going? Ooh. Okay.
Orbs, do the hair.
Make sure. Yes, you look very cute. Make sure you do not have white under things on unless you want it showing under the black lights.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like
the crop top. It's very cute.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No. Like, I miss not having to care about other people, but at the same time, having somebody else want to ask their fucking chaotic aunties if their outfit looks okay. Fuck. I'm.
Why are you gonna cry?
They're happy tears. They're happy tears.
Wait.
We love
sometimes
you all so much.
I miss the noise. Yeah, we do. Sometimes I miss the quiet that we had before kids.
I get picnic time.
And then, well, yeah, but also just being able to sit in quiet. And then Apprentice 1 moved out for a little while. Like, everything was amicable, it's fine. But he moved in with his partner and partner's parent, excuse me. And he was gone for about a year. And yes, we saw him all the time. He would come by, he would unload the dishwasher for shits and giggles, he would mow the lawn, and he would give me a kiss on the head, but he wasn't here. He wasn't here making mess or noise. And now he and his partner are moving back in, and I find that I missed the noise. I missed the hustle and bustle. I missed the crazy. What the fuck is wrong with me?
It's called empty nest.
Oh, no, I was actually looking forward to an empty nest. I swear to God
but
it was.
That doesn't mean that...
But I find that I missed having him around.
Looking forward to it doesn't mean that you don't miss it.
All of it.
What's that Alan Jackson song of... Oh, I think it's Alan Jackson. Or Trace Adkins, but
all I'm thinking of is Hoochie Coochie. Chattahoochee.
No, you're going to miss this. Trace Adkins. No, you're going to miss this.
Me when I'm gone?
So, like, going through the different stages, like, super excited to be in high school, super excited to go off to college, super excited to have, get the first house and married. And then, they're having their baby and giving them that warning that it's going to go by faster than you think. And it's true. And it's one of those times where it's like, I know that I have the relationship with my girls that at random, when they are grown, they will reach out to me when they're not at home. And I know that they are well aware that it is expected that if they're in the same vicinity as me and Captain, you better get your ass over to my house once a week for family dinner. Don't fucking try me. That's my thing.
right? I will happily cook for you and whoever you bring. Come over, do your laundry.
Don't
Come see me. You want me to come see you? That's
don't leave
fine.
crap
Let's
in
do
your
it.
pockets to go in my washer and then get sad because you did that.
Oh, dear God.
As there was a story that these chaos aunties heard earlier today.
Yeah, that one was hilarious. Did you guys ever have a kid leave a
Yes.
crayon in their clothing? Okay, so it's not just me that got that lovely fuck up.
No, it's not just you. Try going to when you have to go to a laundromat because you don't have a washer and dryer connection in your house
Oh,
or in your apartment.
oh
And
no.
nobody mentioned that there was a dryer that had previously housed some crayons in amongst the clothes. So you pull your clothes out and
Oh
you
no.
have speckles of rainbow.
I miss not having to worry about what's in pockets.
Oh no, I'm notorious for putting crap in my pockets. I have to check my own pockets, but I actually check my own pockets.
Yeah, yeah. I had I was doing laundry the other day and something was making a weird ass noise in the washing machine and it did it in the dryer too. And now I can't. Oh, it was something that was in my pocket
Looking
that
for?
I had been looking for. Uh huh. Yeah, that I thought I had lost.
That happened to
Lost and gone
Captain
forever.
because it is now summer.
Oh, it was my spoon ring because I was able to get it off my finger because they've shrunk a little bit, and I put it in the pocket of the jean skirt I was wearing that day, and for some reason I couldn't find it when I went to change my clothes when I got home from work, and turns out it was still in the pocket of the skirt somewhere, or it had fallen into the hamper, and so it was just rattling around in my machines. So, Harley, is there anything else that you miss from pre-baby days?
No. No. I think I've talked about everything that I missed from pre-baby days. The only other thing that I missed from pre-baby days, I'm going to go partake in as soon as this recording is done, is that it is a good night's sleep. I never missed out on those. I always had a good night's sleep. I was very lucky.
you're
My kids were good
lucky.
sleepers.
Yeah, so was Witchkin too after a few months.
Oh, mine were good sleepers when they were asleep.
How often did a princess one sleep?
But after his doctor suggested that we try melatonin, which I believe saved all of our lives, then he would start to go to sleep at a reasonable hour, and he would wake up around 5 or 6 because we had to get them to daycare and get to work. So yes, that saved their lives. So if your children are having trouble sleeping, go talk to their pediatrician and ask for suggestions.
Yes.
Highly recommend.
Melatonin.
So as much as
ZQL is also
You got to be a little careful with that one.
you have to, every kid is different, and if there's any other medications, there may be other remedies
Yes.
to try.
So yes, highly recommend talking to your child's pediatrician before you just start trying to self-medicate them. You want to medicate yourself? Fucking go for it. You're a grown-ass adult. I don't give two shits. But a kid, go talk to their doctor.
Yeah, for shizzle.
But
I miss not being bombarded by fart jokes and moons.
okay, that's from your husband, not your kid.
Both.
Because your
But
husband
anyway.
and your kid
All right.
act the same and they sound the same.
Are related. Yes. So Rain, darling, you are the one that introduced this fun topic. Would you, excuse me, goddamn allergies, fucking Texas, would you like to close this out, love?
That concludes this little chaotic before and after parenthood conversation for this evening. Go and check out our socials. We have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I do not have Twitter or X or whatever it's called. Let me know if you want us to get that. Go and check out our websites, mocmediatx.com. And we have Patreon, so go and check out Patreon. We have some really interesting stuff on there. And let us know what you think. Bye.
Thanks for listening, y'all. We love you.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Love you.